the Nexus down. Is anyone going to be able to deal with this one? Messiah should be able to get it. Oh my god! Stupid flashes through!
Welcome to the debut of League Highlight Zone. I am Brandon, BXX Rams, Ramel, and let's get into it. In the first game of the League Championship Series, we had Counterlogic Gaming going up against TSM. The bans in order were Nunu, Olaf, Nidalee, Maokai, Shen, and LeBlanc. TSM first picked Elisa, then continued to grab Xin Zhao, Kayle, Ezreal, and Lulu. CLG grabbed Malphite and Lee Sin with their second picks and followed with Syndra, Urgot, and Taric. TSM went with a high protection team utilizing Kayle and Lulu ultimates to protect important allies, while CLG went for a high damage hard engage team with Malphite leading engages. Here are the highlights from First Blood to Final Push.
So keeping them here to, looks like, give a little bit of trouble towards the blue buff as they try to go in for it. We have seen Hotshot and Chaucer return to the jungle so they can start that.
Link just W'd that golem right across the wall. They used the Explorer 60-second duration ward, and look at that. There's no way they can jack this golem. That's a beautiful steal.
Very nice job pulling it over the wall. They take it for themselves, and Freak, I guess we get to see what happens if they get denied that blue buff now.
Stop you from dying to
Oh,
Urgot.
there it is. They're going for it. The exhaust goes down on Explosive. The Dazzle was there, and the final hits will be for Double Lift. First blood for CLG.
Be there and ult and pretend it's going to work.
So they are in a 3v3 here, but like you said, Freak, just the domination. Can't do much about it. It's too much of an all-in for Odd. Into this, Odd One is going to be saving that for his smite for red buff as he takes it down, and the dragon goes to counter logic. Flash, but he forces the flash as well. Hotshot is slowed, and he's going to go for a teleport without having anything to pop him up. Almost from Odd One.
He dies
out
to the
of
ignite.
mana. Wow. So we look at the other lanes. We look at Reginald versus Link, our matchup of the day. 184 to 217 as the Odd One tries to put himself into the middle of the fight. They found Double Lift. He's in the den. Chauster will help him, and they get dove on. Dyrus is in there. Looks like Double Lift will eventually go down here as they focus him down. Reginald is right there to take it out, and it is going to be back and forth. Hotshot picks himself up a kill, but Afromu falls as well, and TSM is coming out on top of this one. They're still stuck in the pit, but that's not a good spot. Xpecial forced to flash. CLG tries to turn this one on TSM's head now, but Odd One doing what he can to stay alive for the last few melee hits. It's going to be up to Dyrus to get himself out alive as they just kept going through the I think I can mentality and stayed in a bit too long. Very good play of mind games right here. They jump onto Chauster, but they go for Double Lift on the execute there with Elise. Dyrus is forced to back out at half health now. Reginald trying to go from the side, but Hotshot sees him in the fog of war. They may be able to take him down as the intervention goes on. Swap back into the fight. Great job by Double Lift, and they are going to clean this one up. Chauster over the wall. Now the focus onto Kax as he puts off the cleanse. They are forced back now, and Afromu lives with a sliver.
Place for CLG. They've got a full 5-on-4.
Dyrus going aggressive, the ult from Xin. Odd One trying to keep himself in there, and Tanky, a great ult from Xpecial, but it's not going to be enough. They just have too much consistent damage, and the lengthy fights are starting to go in favor of counter logic. As we said before, Dyrus trying to put out some damage there again onto the Odd One. Chauster really just doing free damage here, initiating on whoever and dodging out most of the damage. They've wasted True Shot Barrage just from Elise and Q and Safeguard.
And CLG was really playing in the fog of war there. There's not really much vision for TSM to see them. But they're going to go in. There's Chauster in the front.
Chauster going, and we can hear the guys yelling from the back. Double Lift is just screaming it out. Who is going to be taking the most damage? The focus is going on to somebody right now. It looks like the Odd One's still taking it. The Odd One trying to go into Double Lift here. Double Lift is very low. Dyrus trying to execute. They finally are able to take him out, but they have no abilities left in this fight, and you can see them trying to flash, get chased away. Great job there by Kax, getting a kill for himself, flashing for Chauster though. 2 for 1 in that exchange. They've almost forced themselves into this Baron because of losing that turret. They want something to come off this, so now they're in the anti-position. There's the unstoppable force, Elise repelling out, and they're going to dive way too far in, but the Odd One's there to help. The crescent sweep to clear the team back. Will they be able to do enough damage? A beautiful intervention as Reginald just gets in range. Hotshot trying to peel them out. It looks like Kax picks himself a kill up on the right side if he'll be able to, but no, Hotshot flashes out of the fight.
Getting so low right now.
They're doing a lot of damage to her right now. Chaucer's just on the outside. Nobody's even really going to stop him to come in here. The Dazzle goes down. Baron will be stopped as it regains health, and they look for the reinitiation on the fight. Unstoppable force hits 4. Reginald makes it out, but he flashes into the fight to throw down intervention on himself. Way too early into the fight, but they may have enough damage here with the amount of people just piled on. No, it's going to be CLG. They're just turning this around in an obliteration fight in front of the Baron as all 5 make it out clean and head for the base.
And there was a huge burst damage, and I got to hand that one to Sin. Syndra, a great multi-target stun, an amazing ultimate to just help burst down the initial targets, and that's going to be the surrender vote. CLG 1-0 in the LCS, the very first victory of the day, first victory of the season, and there they are on your screen.
So CLG overpowers TSM in the season opener. TSM could not get enough damage out in teamfights due to the great burst and crowd control by Malphite and Syndra. Now right into game 2 where we see Curse versus Dignitas. The bans in order go Shen, Akali, Kha'Zix, Katarina, Olaf, and Misfortune. Curse Gaming picks Nidalee, Xin Zhao, KO, Caitlyn, and Lulu, while Dignitas grabs Elise, Lee Sin, Gragas, Twitch, and Nunu. Without any further delay, here we go into the highlights of game 2.
Skara trying to keep himself healthy up against Kale. Not the easy matchup. Actually goes in, but he's got a St. Vicious right behind him.
Oh, beautiful jump in, a flash in and a flash out. Skara could be going down here. One last attack from St. Vicious, and he picks up first.
Going well for them. This is right now a good opening for Curse, but there's the Dragon.
So that does go down. The Vision Ward means that they want the gold right now. The Ignite goes down up top. Cutie Pie looks for one. Elements could go down here, but he shields himself, stays alive with a sliver of health. Oh, he falls down.
Got the Death Cap coming up pretty soon for Skara.
See Cutie Pie in the lane with those 2 kills. Actually been doing well mid. Fight going down. Skara taking some damage there. Blasted out by exploding cask. Will he be able to get the last few hits in? St. Vicious flashes in. Puts the shield on. A beautiful job of the locker of the Iron Solari there. And it looks like they may be able to get themselves a kill. Crumbs on the outside. They could make this a 2-for-1 here if they can get a last attack. Voyboy there, but no heals for him. Nijaki will go down. And it looks like they're able to grab 2-for-2 here as they start to back off.
Magic Pen Mastery, and he went from Chalice into a needlessly large rod, so it is going to be AP needed.
Those AP spears are going to hurt. We hear the aggression going on in the top lane. Cutie Pie could be going down here. The teleport comes in from his left. He is trying to dodge. One last charge from St. Vicious, picks himself up.
Dignitas, because that Gragas choice, I think more than any other champion they could have grabbed here, gives them the best opportunity to disengage and keep them from losing turrets. A lot of damage on the Kiwi Kid, but I feel like he's going to live here.
They are going quite hard on it. St. Vicious is tankier than you would expect at this point. They're going to stand right in the middle. Perfect job. Can they get the last Talon Strike onto him? The dash in. And there's the spear to take it out. Great patience by Saint there. Out of its den, so now it's anybody's business here. They are going to get some good damage onto Voyboy. Turned around. They have Nijaki caught up. Forced to use a very early intervention there. The Flash Frost is down. Where is that attack speed slow coming in? The Gragas ulti absolutely separating the team as Elise goes up, forced to come down throughout the entire team, and Dignitas position themselves perfectly for this one, Freak.
Like, we're going to run into Baron Pit and try to bait you out. Holy crap, Voy, a lot of damage.
Right onto Crumbs. He could find himself going down just out of range as they were all stuck around that. There we go, finalizing the kill there as actually in a 1-for-1, Voyboy finds himself going down there. Actually, Gragas was able to help. So there was a good amount of burst damage there. St. Vicious initiating again. Great slow over the wall from Patoy. He peels them right off a Cutie Pie, but Nijaki flashes in and makes sure the fight happens. And Kiwi Kid's going to be there for the tank. Skara on the outside. They are just trying to auto-attack right now. Skara's got that drunken rage on. He's trying to do what he can. Kiwi Kid is being a valiant tank for his team, but it is not enough. Saint was tanky from the beginning. Saint is still tanky now and still alive with Element.
Attempt is there. They're going to be able to teleport in from Voy. Let's see what happens.
Voyboy did use that teleport to come into the fight. Actually, he's back home right now, so they are going to be able to grab the Baron here. Lulu, Elements throwing himself in with the ultimate, actually stays alive there and takes most of the cooldowns for himself. Cutie Pie has been jumped on. Voyboy and St. Vicious doing their job perfectly. Nothing can keep him alive. He can't even teleport out, or stealth out rather. Absolute Zero to kind of peel them off of Crumbs, but it's just too much. Voyboy and Saint making sure they...
This is going to be their turret damage.
A few more shots. You can see Cop every time. Elements focusing the shield on Cop. 1-2 shots on the turret. 1-2 shots on the turret. There's one. Dodges that barrel. Goes in for the turret again. Gets hit to the right. They go for St. Vicious. I don't know if that's what they wanted. A beautiful intervention, and they threw down the Lulu ultimate, but it doesn't matter if it was right on top of each other because they are just rolling through the HP bars of Dignitas right now. Kiwi Kid. Cop is actually tanking the turret as he takes down Kiwi Kid, and it looks like they will be able to push on to the last inhibitor here, Freak. Dignitas is just forced to watch it go down. Kind of holding off here.
They were
They're
trying to
really
bait it.
biding the time. Yeah, baiting it and biding that time out.
He
got it with the barrel. Throws the cask in. They are able to make it out of this one. And we do see Voyboy pushing off the bottom. They have Frozen Heart. They are doing it synergy style with the team. It's not like everybody's focusing on their own build. They have what it takes. But this St. Vicious, the St. Vicious team, this Curse team, like we said, so methodical right now, so well trained in this position, and they have been playing in the public eye. We've seen them at tournaments, and it is definitely bolstering their play. A complete shutdown there, quickly going onto Batoy. This could be a final fight coming in. We do see Dignitas kind of throwing in some cards there, but they are going to back off. It's now 1-for-1, and the supports are out of the fight. No power play for either team here. The Baron's still slowly ticking away for Dignitas' side, but it's not going to be enough to keep up the turrets. The minions are just too much for them right now. Do they focus on health bars or do they focus on the Nexus? It's going to be a little bit of both, and it looks like Curse will take the second game of the day away from Dignitas.
Congratulations right there, just that siege, and there they are on your screen. More relief.
So Curse pulling out a win over Dignitas with great protection of their carries, focus on Twitch and team fights, and constant split pushing by Voyboy. Very well played by Curse Gaming. In Game 3 we see CLG versus Good Game University. The bans are similar to what we have seen in the first two games, as Olaf, Shen, Nidalee, Nunu, Elise, and Twitch are banned out. CLG's team includes Cho'Gath, Xin Zhao, Twisted Fate, Ezreal, and Leona. On Good Game University we see Katarina, Nocturne, Diana Graves, and Mr. Fabulous himself, Tarek. Let's get right into it.
Wait,
Hot
sorry,
shot really close to the lane here, and it looks like he could be caught out. Shifter jumping in. That was the teleport in that came up. A dazzle down on a hot shot. He does have a bit of health left, but it's not going to be enough. He hits a full rupture, but goes down in the end.
It's a different CLG, though, than we saw from last time, who would reasonably give it up. Oh, here comes the attempt for the steal.
And he did not get it. Chouster is able to smite that out. Do they decide to keep going? Hotshot and Chouster very low to start off the fight. The resets may just come out, and it's going to be actually Aphromoo picking up the first kill on the Nintendo X. How have they not fallen yet? They both got out of the fight. There goes Chouster finally. Hotshot has flashed over the wall. That's why he's safe. And it's going to be kills coming in huge for Don't Mash Me there. Chaos, or Doublelift rather, tries to pick himself up one, but goes down in the end. There's no reason why he would stand in it and just run out. Maybe they wanted to. There's the initiation onto Link. He's forced to flash, and the collateral damage blasting right through takes him out. The solar flare to try to disengage his hotshot. Now tank shot GG gets himself in there for a kill. The auto attacks enough to get it. Will they grab a second? Doublelift finds it on a mystic shot. 6-4 as they start to close that gap. They have vision of Mash Me top, and they said we have way more than enough damage to take down this turret here. May not look like it though. The paranoia coming in from Nocturne. They shut down the vision. He dives in, but they dive out. Shifter says, I'm diving in as well. Collateral damage from Mash Me. A lot of, or actually only one though, health bar for CLG. Shifter in the same situation as they are forced to start flashing out of this one. The re-engage, the TF ultimate. Link finds himself a kill there coming in with the gold card, and they force this fight off and may finally find this turret. Get in range here, he can start something big. No, it's going to be stopped up by Chouster. They decide to go in on this one. A little bit of damage back and forth. Chouster is now out of range for his team to help. He may go down eventually here. A very nice ultimate coming in. Does not save him, and they only are able to take him out. A little bit back and forth. GGU on the first one, CLG on the second. They've been able to grab them, I believe, since then. And as well, the fight could begin here. Hotshot in the front. Hotshot and Chouster were the first ones to get caught at a dragon fight that GGU won last time. Remember, they were banking down bottom just like this. And it was Chouster and Hotshot that had to flash out of the fight, and they could not shut them down. But it's a little bit different now. Those core items, there's the Destiny. He's going to put himself in the middle of the team. A beautiful solar flare. Shifter, not enough room to breathe, and he may go down here. A beautiful Zonius keeps himself alive. True Shot Barrage just missing on the tail of Diana, and it looks like they're able to get out of this one. They have definitely tried to dodge a lot of death here, but I Am Andrew finally falls.
Down Andrew. I feel like he should heal, because if he takes a gold card, he'll die.
I feel like it's a good idea for him. Going in for some free damage as the inhibitor goes down. GGU and a last-ditch kind of stop attacking our base. They're trying to just do enough damage to prevent any more of happening to their base. But he may be able to kite this one out. Looks like Doublelift, no mana for either. 80 carry, flashes in, gets a double kill. Don't Mash Me coming up there big time.
That is an ace.
Triple. Looks like they're going to be able to get it. Spartan just on the other side could get in there. No, they're actually going to stop Baron. It's very low. Paranoia goes down, but it looks like GGU takes a good amount of burst damage right off the bat. They've split themselves out. Once again, Hotshot is out. Death Lotus has already been used, and there was no reset there, but they're able to go 1-for-1 so far. A wall of people between them and the inhibitor, forcing himself over to Hotshot. Paranoia was used defensively there. Anjo taking a lot of damage, and Mashme is quite the focus as they go into this fight. They are not giving up on him, but they want to turn. They hear Katarina going crazy, and they have a very good initiation on this fight, Freak. Nintendo Dex goes down. Mashme falls there. Shifter very low. The feast has been used by Cho'Gath, and it looks like Zion Spartan will not make it out of the... Oh, no! He's Katarina. But there's the slow from the red buff. A few more attacks, and he does, after a little bit of trickery, go down. Looks like Nintendo Dex and Mashme trying to do just this. They have quite a bit of damage. They can cycle in and out here. They're going to find Chowster. Beautiful job by Chowster. This completely stops Baron. He may go down by himself, but they won't do it. No, a lot being dove in here. Chowster does fall. They may actually start to lose too much here. This is what we just saw happen to GGU. They lost a lot with the base being open. Shifter completely obliterates Link, and they are going for the base now, Freak. They have Leona there, but not the best siege stopper.
They need to send Anjo back to the base because they're going to lose their nexus to minions if they take too long here. They're going to sit and try to churn out the mid lane. Nope, they're actually going to turn back. They're actually saying, you know what, we can't backdoor this because Double Lift has respawned. Aphromoo is here, and the nexus is taking damage.
On the front door.
This is going to be, this is so difficult for them. The Baron is dead. They've got all 5 members of CLG wearing that buff.
First game against Team SoloMid did become a surrender, and we'll have to see what they can do against GGU here. One of the final initiations, Nintendo Dex quickly obliterated out of the fight. He goes down, and it's going to be Shifter. The Zonias has been popped right in the middle of the fight. He is just trying to keep them out of the base, and right now, it's all about stalling. It's 2 down. 60 seconds in the death chamber is going to be too long. The minions are flooding the base, Freak. A triple kill coming in for Double Lift here as everybody has fallen, and that is going to be CLG's second win, game day 1.
So CLG was able to win fights and push their way to victory. They really capitalized when they won fights and made sure to push out lanes and get objectives whenever possible. For this reason, they were able to turn a close game into a nicely executed victory. In Game 4, we have Team SoloMid going up against Vulcan Command, formerly known as Fear. TSM picks an extremely high AoE engage comp with Malphite, Jarvan, Misfortune, Kha'Zix, and Taric, while Vulcan picks a more dominant late game team with Shen, Xin Ryze, Kog'Maw, and Sona. The bans for this game are Elise, LeBlanc, Kayle, Nunu, Maokai, and Olaf. Now let's get into Game 4.
Pulls a quick U. It looks like he may actually be completely reading this 3-minute engage here onto Psycho Sid. Sid's actually reading it a little bit early because of that ward. A beautifully placed ward allows them to see this coming in. They are going for a hard engage here. Everything's been used pretty much. Psycho Sid hurt. They exhaust Smithy now. Will he be able to get out of this one? They've used quite a bit. Double turns behind. They go for the first blood, and it's going to be Odd One picking it up on Smithy.
Very, very nice job by SoloMid. And Vulcan, they looked confused there. They weren't sure, like, hey, are we going to go in on this one? And they kind of went separate directions, and Psycho Sid went back to the turret. And, oh, that 3-on-2 right there is so good. And I think they're going to find Psycho Sid here, too.
They are going in quite hard. Sid's forced to dash out of that one. The Dazzle is down. He's got some good distance made there. But that turn puts them so much closer, actually within auto attack range. Does he have it? Oh, he just flashes out of it. A beautiful flag toss. Almost capitalized on.
Reginald in the mid lane, a lot of damage. Look at that. And ManCloud's gonna find it. Ignite, not gonna kill him off. Great 1v1 there. Same roster since, I think, March of last year. 11 months together. And ooh, here comes another fight.
Initiation onto Mandatory Cloud, but they lock down a beautiful Cataclysm. Keeps them all there. He's forced to flash out of his own, and they can gap close too. Sid picks up the kill after he gets out. Vulcan's man side. It's just going to be on the outside. The flag toss into the bush for Vision as he dives himself in right onto Smithy, and it's going to be the Stand United to keep himself alive. He tries to dash out to initiate a little bit of damage for the rest of his team to start the fight, Freak, but it looks like it's not going to be enough. Dyrus has just enough mana for his unstoppable force, and he comes in after the teleport, and they start to clean up this fight. Ryze and Sona both going down. The Odd One falls, but TSM picks up 3 for 1. So you can hear him laughing. They go in for the dive, and you can see him just tearing apart Psycho Sid there. Locked into the Iron. Solari goes down, but it's just another attack. The reset coming in for Kha'Zix. Will he be able to get one more down? He's saving something at least to jump out. And there's the exhaust down. He is quite tanky. You can see how much 2 of just doing to him. He is lasting quite a bit, and actually one shot coming in from Zuna and Ryze was enough to blast him down. And it could be enough for the initiation. Reginald is going to be the aggressive Reginald. He is going in on Mandatory Cloud. They're almost able to drop Ryze right there. Beautiful unstoppable force popping them up in the Cataclysm. It's going to be Reginald and Mandatory Cloud. He finds himself going down. Chaos to chase down to the bottom. Suna now trying to kite himself out. A beautiful Void who's placed is going to stop them up in that choke point. Special continues, but Dyrus says we're low, and looks like Chaos wants more, but they both back out.
ManCloud saved his team from getting aced.
an amazing job there. Really shutting down Reginald right in the beginning was great. Here we see Xmithy coming in strong. There are wards in that bush. They have to be careful how much vision they don't know they're giving away. And it looks like they are going to go in. We can hear Zuna in the background just screaming. He's saying, go for it. Zuna is going to be coming up big for his team there. They're chasing him out. It's going to be Psycho Sid waiting for the next dash. He hits the living artillery, a second living artillery, a third living artillery, and he's going to get the double kill. They will continue to push. You can see him on your screen completely shouting it out. Haven't heard that bullet time cackle come out. We'll have to see if they can get that to go down. Muffin Cutie almost going down with a single attack as Reginald jumps in. The exhaust goes down. There's the bullet time coming out. The assist to go in. Kha'Zix picking up a kill. The resets as he jumps around the map. They're forced back into their base. Range for you can mean out of place.
Yes, exactly, and that was massive. And here they come back in again.
Psycho Sid taking a bit of damage here. He's faring a little bit better than last time. The cleanse instantly put onto Zuna. There's the kite. You can't cleanse the Cataclysm, but nobody else can get in with him. Look how much damage he's doing to Odd They finally break down the Cataclysm, and they pinch him down. He's right in the middle of the fray, trying to tank it down. He's actually taking quite a bit of damage here. Reginald just completely jumping out. Dyrus is on the backside with the teleport in. Unstoppable force once again. A great crescendo disengage, but they will continue to fight. The Reginald reset jump misses on that one. He draws a little bit more aggro, but look how much damage each one of these guys can take. Zuna's left on the outside. Can he get himself back in? They're kind of just forced to run out of this one, no matter even if they have TSM choked in or not. A flash from Xmithy. Baron looks pretty tasty right now. Get in after that MFO and just completely crush. He has his brutalizer. He has his last whisper. There's the ultimates going in. There's the ultimate from MF. Will he decide to jump in? Reginald still on the outside. Odd taking quite a bit of damage. They're not able to trade back just yet. There's the unstoppable force. There's the jump in. The shred from Reginald takes out Zuna. Mandatory Cloud looks like he could follow quite soon. Woo, everywhere. Triple kill coming in, and it's going to be Reginald pulling up the Kha'Zix resets.
They're looking to win their first game of the season.
And there it is. They are going to knock down the first Nexus turret after a loss in their first game versus Counter Logic. TSM really thinks the next one through. They pull it out methodically in this one, and they take him out surgically. Vulcan Command loses this one.
Congratulations, SoloMid. They're 1-1 in the season. Well-deserved win, really.
TSM defeating Vulcan here in Game 4. The first blood gank bottom lane against the already 2 vs 1 lane really put TSM ahead by shutting down Shem. Along with executing their AoE engages to near perfection, along with focus on Kog'Maw, they pulled out their first win of the season. And that will be all for today. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back tomorrow bringing you more coverage of the League Championship Series. We hope to see you back with us. This has been BXX Rams with League Highlight Zone.